Hello, future self and Carla. Taking a look at Chapter 11. On reflection, I had some issues with Chapter 11 in American Nation 2, but not so much in Advanced. Everything came out nicely. We did the basic reformatting to make everything look cleaner. I find something in every lesson that could be made a little better. Usually some kind of typo or some kind of verbiage, wording that could be changed to be a little more clear, stuff like that. We split lesson 3 in 2, and we had a writing exercise in this chapter. The writing exercise was mirrored pretty much in American Nation 2, but in American Nation 2 it's serving as my SLO number 1. So I gave it to the advanced kids too for the practice, but I can't really use them for the SLO because most of them do so well the first time that there's not a lot of room to improve, basically, with the rubric. So they did it. They did very well at it. They did pretty well with the whole chapter. There's nothing in there too crazy. We did have a problem with the level set, which for me was due. Originally, it was due the last day of the break. It was a Friday, but it was supposed to be Thursday, but I didn't want to give it on the day of a test. They'd be doing 2 tests in the same day. So I bumped it to the very next day. It was the last thing they had to do before the break. And most of the kids were able to do it and get it just fine, but some of them got a message about having to do it during normal school hours. So a bunch of the teachers got messages about it that day, and we tried to figure it out, and we thought we fixed it, but it didn't work. So we did a little tweaking. I bumped the due date back to the next Achieve article due date and instructed the kids that if it wasn't working, hopefully it would work by then. We would have to figure it out. And so the few kids I have left that haven't turned it in yet, they'll just do it instead of the article on the next article day, and hopefully it all works out this time. This was the chapter before the break, so I do my annual, I call it Christmas holiday sort of lesson. Originally, and I only ran it once this year before I started to modify it. It was called Christmas Around the World. But my course, the kids that show up for virtual lessons are a very diverse group, and a lot of them happen to be Muslim kids, and I didn't want to feel left out. So I changed the lesson to Winter Holidays Around the World, and did a little less emphasis on Christmas, and we threw Ramadan in there, so we learned a little bit about Ramadan, even though it's in the summer. But whatever, it's holidays around the world, basically. So no big deal, and I learned a little bit while making that lesson. Other than that, everything went pretty well. Average score for the test. 97%. Not bad. No essay on this one. Not always an essay, but usually. So that's pretty much it for Chapter 11. And just pretty much went well. There's a little extra baggage in there with the SLO. And the level set, which gave us some problems. But it's working out fine. No problems. Just basic fixes. Alright. That's it for Chapter 11.